This is the second part of this test. This is a smaller one, but we're just carrying on exactly from where we were. And so what we've done all this stuff, okay? You've got a couple of things to know. If you clicked anywhere in the text and go Command A, select all, just get used to go to the paragraph formatting and turn hyphenation off because you don't want it. It just gives you, not saying you don't want it, but it can give you grief and some bad hyphenation. So the last thing we did was we got to this page. In here we use the enter in the bottom right hand corner of your keyboard on the keypad on the right hand side. And if you're on a laptop, if you don't have the keyboard, it's function and then return. You can see it has the word enter on it, so that's what you're going to do for that. So all we're doing now with this second page, it's quite simple. It just has a big picture over on this side. Okay. Yep, has a big picture over on this side and our text formatting here. So what we're going to do, the text formatting is just two columns, which you've done, and you did that by using this column thing up here. Remember this one? So you want two columns. We're going to drag this up, and that's just going to end, and we'll just marry these up. So we'll keep dragging this up, and this will keep running across. But what you want to do, these have got headings as well. So this heading here is Calibri 16 point, but realistically all you can do is with this one, use your eyedropper, click on the eyedropper, click on that one, and then we're going to go through. And what we are going to do is the spacing now, using the return afterwards. Okay, so put your cursor anywhere in here, and because you've got a return here, this is to do with the paragraph formatting, which is that paragraph formatting tool there. So we want some space before it. You can see it's pushing space before and some space after. Okay, so that looks quite good. Next one, the religion. So if we click on that, use the eyedropper, click on that, and we've got all of our headings and we're all good. Okay, these two lines here, yep, that's it. So if we hit W on the keyboard, which is that one, which is preview or W, that looks about right. We've got another picture that's going to run down the side here. So you can do these a few ways. I can draw a text box, I can place an image in. So with that one I'm going to draw a box to where I want it to go. So down here, what I've done, I literally have just drawn a box. There's a few different ways to place an image. So draw my box like this. It's snapping to the guides that I've got set up. File, place. Okay, so that picture is this guy. So just go open and that will put it straight into that box. Okay, sometimes they come in at low resolution, which is not low resolution, it's just a preview thing. So if you right click on your picture and say display formats high quality, it will sharpen that up. Okay, so I can, same again, remember this selection tool moves everything. The direct selection tool or the circle in the middle will move the picture inside of it. So I'm just moving the picture around inside of it. So that looks great. Another thing you've just got to be careful of, that box that I drew had a stroke around it, so just take the stroke off of it. Okay, so that image is going to go there. We are going to have a table in there, but not in this exercise. We'll do that. We'll learn that in the next module. So just for this one, we'll just leave that out for now. Well, another way to put a picture in on this other side is, so that one we just placed it randomly. That one we placed it into a box, and this one I can option click that box across here, drag the box to the size that I want it to be. This is another way to do, there's all different ways to do things in InDesign. And this one, these are linked images, that's what we're talking about. So at the moment, that's a picture, and under the links palette, you can see that's it there. That if I hold my mouse over it, it shows you where it's linked to. Okay, so it's all very clever. So in the links palette, I can click on that link palette and click on this one, which is relink that one, and then I can go through and find the picture that it was, which is the wonderful picture of an elephant, and go open, and that will replace the link with that link. Okay, and then use all my direct selection tools to get him in there where he's going to go. So that's a really helpful way to get pictures as well. Same as if you change your mind on this picture, for example, click onto that one, click relink. I want this picture now, put that, and it will put it into there. Okay, so it's a great way to work if you want to change your mind about pictures. That's it. All we're going to do now, there's a box in this one. There's like a call out box. So I've already got the text here. So that's going to sit around about here. So this is quite good to know. That's gone to the front. It's gone to the back. So I can right click on that and say arrange, bring to front. Or I could have clicked on this elephant and said arrange, send to back. Okay, all different ways to do things. So this guy here sits in a white transparent box. So what we want to do, this one, so using the swatches palette, we're going to fill that remember, there's no white in InDesign, there's paper. So that one, because my stroke was at the front, it's giving me a white stroke. So I'm going to spin that around. So that's there. Okay, so there's a few things I want to do with this box now. I'm going to pull this out. So I'm going to put the returns where this is going to go. Right, so that's my quote. Wonderful. What I want to do here, if you right click on this, Command B, if you right click on that, and it's text frame option, you're going to use this a lot. So text frame option, okay, this one here where it says align, I want to align that to the center. So hit preview so you can see what's going on. I could have aligned that to the bottom, I could have done to the top, or justify would divide the space between the middle. So we want that to the center. So we've got text in a white box. Looks great. It's going to bleed off the side a bit. But what we want to do is we want to make that white box transparent. So don't use the transparency up here. Don't go up to this one and make that transparent, because what it's going to do is make the text transparent as well, but it's not what you want. So what you want to do, okay, so under window, there's an effects palette, this one, okay. So this guy, effects, you can make the stroke transparent, the fill, or the text. It's quite smart. So I'm going to click on the fill one and then click on the opacity here and just make that transparent, and see it's not making the text transparent, but it is the box behind it, which I think is quite smart. Okay, so we go back to this thing, hit W to see what it looks like. That looks pretty good. I'm going to move this guy, and as you know, there would be a box in there, so, but just for now I'm going to put a picture in there. So put that in there. So file, place, okay, so we might just get, so this one again, so open, okay, so we can get bits of this, okay, we can scale that picture up and down, we can do whatever we want. Alright, so that there would be a table in there, but just for now we're going to do this and just have this picture here. So it's got the same thing. So that pretty much is a double page spread, all sorted. You've got, yep, okay, looks wonderful. Alright, thanks for that. So you should do well. Cheers.